Okay, now we will learn how to solve fractions. 2 by 3 is a fraction. And this 2 by 3 has two parts. One is 1 by 3 and the other one is 1 by 3. When we add these two 1 by 3s, we get 2 by 3. Let's see. So we are adding the fraction 1 by 3 and the other fraction 1 by 3. When we add these two fractions, we have the common denominator, that is, the denominator is same for both the fractions, so write the denominator as such and add the numerators together. So 1 plus 1 will get 2. So that is how we got 2 by 3. This step can be written as 2 times 1 by 3. If you see here, there is 1 by 3 here and the other 1 by 3 here. So this is repeated addition, right? 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 is repeated addition. That can be written with a multiplication sign, times sign. So when we use times sign, it becomes 2 times 2 by 1 by 3, which is 2 by 3. Next, let us solve the problem. 7 minus 2 1 by 2 equals what? 2 1 by 2 is a mixed number. So let us convert it into an improper fraction. So to convert it, let us multiply 2 times 2 plus the numerator 1 divided by the denominator 2. So that is the next step. How to solve this step? So we know that 2 times 2 is 4 and this 1 is right here and divided by the denominator 2. Okay, so it is 7 minus this 7, don't forget the whole number 7. 7 minus 4 plus 1 divided by the denominator 2. Okay, now let's do the next step. 7 minus 4 plus 1 is 5 divided by the denominator 2. So if it is a whole number, the denominator is always 1. Okay, so let us write the 1 down. We need to make this like units to subtract because the sign is a minus sign. So let us make it into like units. For that we need a denominator 2 because there is a 2 here. How can we make it into a denominator 2? We have to multiply it with 2, right? So let us multiply the denominator with 2 and as well as the numerator with 2. So this 7 by 1 will become an equivalent fraction, 14 by 2, right? Both are the same. 7 by 1 and the 14 by 2 is the same. Okay, so now let us subtract because there are like units in the denominator. 14 minus 5 is 9 and write the denominator as such. So 9 by 2 is the answer. How many 2 goes in 9? We know that 2 times 4 is 8. So 4 2's goes in 9, write the 4. And how many more numbers we need to reach 9? So 8 plus 1 is 9. So write this 1 on the numerator divided by the denominator 2. So the answer is 4 1 by 2. This is another way of solving the previous problem. In the previous problem, we solved the mixed number, made it into an improper fraction, and then we continued. Here, we will separate the whole number in the mixed number and also the fraction separately. Okay, let me rewrite the step question. So, 7 minus the whole number 2. So I have included the minus sign, minus 2. Include the minus sign again and write the fraction half. Okay? The next step is solve the whole numbers. 7 minus 2 and will become 5, and write the fraction as such with the minus sign. So 5 minus 1 by 2. So we know that the denominator is 1 in the fraction, and the next step is to make it into like units. To make it into like units, multiply the denominator with 2 so that we get the denominator 2 and also the numerator 2. So when we multiply, we get 10 by 2 minus the fraction 1 by 2. 10 minus 1 is 9, 9 by 2. And how many 2 goes in 9? We know that we just now saw that 4 2s goes in 9. So 8. So 2 times 4 is 8. So 4 2 goes in 9. And the answer is 4. And then how many more to reach 9? There's 1. So that 1 goes up here in the numerator divided by the denominator 2. Solve the problem. 4 times 1 by 4 plus 3 times 1 by 2 plus 2 times 3 by 4 equals what? So let's solve this one first, then this one, and finally this one. Okay? 4 times 1 by 4 is 4 by 4. 3 times 1 by 2 is 3 by 2. And add the plus sign. Don't forget the signs. 2 times 3 by 4 is 6 by 4. What is the same number divided by same number? The value is 1. 3 by 2 can be written as a mixed number, right? So write the 3 by 2 as a mixed number, which is 2, 1 by 2. And you can also write 6 by 4 as a mixed number, which is 1, 2 by 4. Now let us add all the whole numbers together. So 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 4. And let's add the fractions. 1 by 2 plus 2 by 4. If you see the denominator is different, we have to make like units. To make it into like units, so we have 4 here. So let's make it the fraction into an equivalent fraction. 1 by 2 is equivalent to 2 by 4. How to find equivalent fraction? Just multiply it with any number on the top and bottom. In this case, we are multiplying with 2 on the numerator and 2 on the denominator, like so. 1 times 2 and 2 times 2. So we get 2 by 4. So write the 4 and the plus sign. Add the fractions because they have the same denominator. Just add the numerators together. It becomes 4 and write the denominator as such. So it becomes 4 plus 4 by 4. The value is 1. So 4 plus 1 will become 5. Let us solve this problem. 1 plus 1.5 plus 1.5 plus 1. So this 2 mixed numbers and 2 whole numbers. How to solve this? Let's add all the whole numbers first. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 will become 4. And let's add all the fractions together. 1 by 2. And this fraction 1 by 2. 1 by 2 and 1 by 2, we know that half and half makes 1, right? 1 by 2 is a half. And finally, 4 plus 1 will become 5. This is another method of doing the problem. So this drawing shows the half of 3 by 2. So the whole thing, the whole length is 3 by 2, and we have to find the half of it. So for 3 by 2, I have drawn 3 boxes, one box, the second box, and the third box, and I have made a vertical line and divided into half. So when you see it here, there is 1 and a half. So half of 3 by 2 becomes 1 and a half. Now let us see half of 4 by 2. To show that, I have drawn a drawing which has 4 boxes. So we are going to divide the 4 boxes into half, into 2, right? So when I divide it into 4 boxes into half, so the whole is 4 by 2, and when I divide it, I get one whole box and another one whole box. So half of 4 by 2 is, half of 4 is 2. So similarly here, half of 3 is 1 and a half. Now let's divide 1 divided by 6. 1 divided by 6 can be written as 1 by 6. Let me draw a picture for the 1 by 6. To show it in a drawing, I have drawn one box divided by 6, right? So let me divide it into 6 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. So this is a drawing for 1 by 6. If you see here, each unit, the value of each unit is 1 by 6. This unit is also 1 by 6. So every unit is 1 by 6. So when we show in multiplication, we can write 6 times 1 by 6. There are 6 number of parts. So 6 times 1 by 6 will becomes, multiply it, becomes 6 by 6, and same number divided by same number, the value is 1. Okay, now let us show how to do 2 divided by 5. 2 divided by can be written as 2 by 5. And here is a drawing for 2 by 5. For 2 by 5, I have drawn 2 boxes. And those 2 boxes are divided by 5. So, the first box is divided by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, there are 5 units. That is 1 by 5. And then I'm drawing the next box, and again I'm dividing it by 5, which is 1 by 5. So we have 2 1 by 5 and 1 by 5. We know that 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5, we add the numerators together and we get 2 by 5, right? And 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5 can be written as 2 times 1 by 5. Let's see the next problem. 5 divided by 3. 5 divided by 3 can be written as 5 by 3. So, there is a hole in it, right? So, 3 by 3 is a hole in 5 by 3 plus 2 by 3. Just divide the hole into 2 parts. One part is 3 by 3 and the other part is 2 by 3. So that is what I have written here. So 3 by 3 I have shown here, 3 by 3, and the other part 2 by 3 I have shown here. The whole is 5 by 3. Okay. So the next step is, we know that 3 by 3 is 1, and the fraction 2 by 3 remains as such. So the answer is in mixed unit, mixed number 1, 2 by 3. 1 divided by 3 can be written as 1 by 3. 1 divided by 2 can be written as 1 by 2. 3 divided by 4 can be written as 3 by 4. 1 divided by 3. How to solve this 1 divided by 3? So 1 is a smaller number, okay? The dividend is small. This is the divisor. And whatever comes here is a quotient, and this is the remainder, right? So the dividend is small. So that is why we put a 0 here, since we cannot divide it, and then we get a remainder. So the quotient is 1 by 3. What is the quotient? The quotient is 1 by 3. When we check this, we have to check the divisor times the quotient. Divisor times the quotient equals remainder. So if we get the remainder, then the answer is correct. Next question. How to solve 1 by 5? So 1 is the dividend which goes inside, 5 is the divisor which is outside. Since it is a smaller number, we cannot divide, so let us put a 0 on the top and then subtract, we get 1. Now the quotient is 1 by 5. To check whether this answer is correct or not, we have to multiply divisor times quotient equals remainder. So the divisor 5, the quotient is 1 by 5, and we get the remainder 1. So 5 times 1 by 5 is 5 by 5, and 5 by 5, same number divided by same number, is 1. Let us solve 4 times 1 by 4. Let us write this 4 times 1 by 4 into repeated addition. That is repeated addition. So it is 4 times this number. So let us write the number 4 times. 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. And if you see here, all the denominators are same. So write the denominator as such and add all the numerators together, which is 4. So 4 by 4 is 1. Next, let us solve 6 times 2 by 6. Again, the same thing. 6 times 2 by 6, we have made a repeated addition. 6 times the fraction 2 by 6. So we have to write this fraction 2 by 6 6 times. So 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time, 5 time, and 6 times. So 6 times you write 2 by 6 and then solve it. So when you see the denominator is same, which is 6, and the numerator is 2, add all the numerators together. When you add all the numerators together, it becomes 12, and write the denominator as such, 12 by 6. When we simplify 12 by 6, how many 6 goes in 12? 1 times 6 is 6. 2 times 6 is 12. So 2 6 are in 12. So that is how we got the answer 2.